Good evening, everybody. And welcome to the stream. Yep, I'm back and I'm now your problem again. Yeah. So, this feels weird again. This, but yeah, those of you who don't know, I went on a break for about a month and a half. What do you call it, self-searching or something else? I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, I took the time to have a bit of a spruce up, bit of a redesign map. Well, not as much for myself, like as in the model, but I've changed a couple of things to a bit more visually appealing, mainly in the animation and shading department. Well, changing the shading does help quite a bit. Yeah. As you can see, it has a new cat overlay sectiony bit. Bit cleaner, bit well, probably easy to read, I don't know. I also have no expressions and stuff. And yeah, quite good little thing. You'll see some images of it here and there. Also new music. Like the rest of my music, it comes off of Backseat. I quite like this one. It's really nice and atmospheric. Whilst not being so chilled out, you fall asleep. Because, yeah, I bore you enough as it is. Okay, quick. Yep, the stream isn't imploding on itself, that's always good. Okay, yep, here's that. Also, that's everything today. And such. Ironically, like, I tried to stream it once on a while before. That's where I sort of realised that, yeah, I did need to go on the break. I thought it probably had for it to be the game I come back with as well. And such. Okay. Could be booted up by now. Yeah, still using the same old background. But we are starting completely over. And that was implied a new character today. I didn't read half of that, but I'm guessing it has to do with settings and shite. I'm at. Yeah, I have done a full. Oh, I have. During my break, I did play through Worlds in my own time, and thoroughly fucking enjoyed it. It's Monster Hunter. Of course, I'm gonna.
What do we do? This is awful. This way.
Expect me to say foreshadowing a lot. Because I have foresight now that because I've played all the way through it. Since the game's launch, you also have Fire Update 1 that came out with a bunch of stuff that is not relevant till we get into high rank.
You can escape through here.
Escape?
Because,
There will help you.
well, high rank.
But what about you?
Including a monster that, which,
Go on.
Wait!
in Fire Update 1 Returning Monster was actually a monster whose sword and shield design is one of my favourites in the franchise. And, oh yeah, this is... Oh, so that... Sorry, I'm just... Love foreshadowing. Don't ask me how that works.
Begin observation log of the East-West buffer zone and the Eastlands beyond, commonly known as the Forbidden Lands.
Weather?
Fair.
Inclemencies?
None.
Visibility?
Dust haze present.
Be for yourself, motherfucker.
Large monsters?
Sorry.
Clear.
Small monsters?
Clear.
My first stream back, I'm trying to rein in
A number of native
intrusive thoughts a little bit.
All standard readings, sir.
More stream is all...
Yes.
all hell's gonna let loose in terms of that, so...
Other anomalies?
Down there.
Yeah, a child-sized anomaly at that.
Set us down along the desert perimeter.
God, this game looks gorgeous.
It can't be a child. Are you alright?
Peace?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, stream in one piece. Okay.
He's still breathing.
Well, I'm not playing any about pirates, though.
Luarte. It's an ancient language.
Tend to him.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you speaking an ancient language? No, I'm not gonna swap it.
I don't see any serious injuries.
But he's dehydrated.
I thought the Forbidden Lands were uninhabited, sir.
It
Well,
seems
clearly your intel was fucking wrong. And then that's totally not going to become relevant to something later. And it's even funnier because I know the story of this game. So I can make all these jokes as much as I like, and you're none the wiser. So I encourage you take guesses every so often. Right. Like Blue Peter, here's one I made earlier. That I am going to edit. Just save some of the finagly. And, you know the deal. Controls on the... Yeah, the controls on character creators are just weird. Here. I don't know why they do it. Why like this. I will do. Eye color. This somewhere about bearish? Well, I'm giving a bloody heterochromia, because why the fuck not? Oh wait, I can just left stick it. Ooh. I'm in a mood. Right. Yeah, I just sometimes like making it just grey or silvery white or some shit. For some reason. I don't know. Don't question my artistic genius, cause I don't know either. Voice.
Thanks. This is serious. Impressive. This is serious.
Yeah, fuck it, that'll do. Yep, we just got that. Underclothes. Plastic Monsanto underclothes, except no substitutes. That's literally the only reason why I choose this. Underclothes, cause, well, I guess I'm a bit of a tradition. No, I didn't have any safe palico armor. Huh. Well. Right, so what would you guys say about a palico that's bright fucking green? Oh, yep, that is a bright green. We're doing it. Ooh. Yeah, sorry mate, you're being this playthrough, you're being bright green. Put a bit of blue in there. Okay. Do I just turn him into a bright green hellspawn of Satan? That'll do. Ah, that's how you do voicey madoodles. Okay, good to know. I will leave that slider alone. Never! Chat, I feel I may have gone too far with this. At least going to give him, like... Otherwise, actually works pretty well, that, not gonna lie. Normal? Fucking feral! Oh. Yeah, that'll be good.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Let's do this. Big news! Woohoo! Let's do this.
Yep, the cat's being called Les. I don't know why, but that's the first thing that popped in my damn head was the fact that I made him bright green. Yo, Calico's name. Let us. Let us begin. Just gonna have to display some. No. I don't want tutorials popping out more than once. Otherwise, we're gonna be here a damn fortnight with tutorial pop-ups. I don't exactly want to be stuck in the loop there. I can't believe I know enough about Fortnite lore to make that joke. I don't play Fortnite, but I don't do
Oh, hey there.
don't do
Over here.
a pretty good job with environmental storytelling from the looks of it.
Your reputation precedes you, Hunter. I trust you know what I've called you here to discuss.
Yes, sir. The Forbidden Lands?
Indeed.
The
But more precisely about the
bright green hellspawn from the fiery pits of hell that you've called
the region
Lettuce.
itself has been restricted
The
for
fuck,
thousands of years,
the fuck Guardian.
completely uninhabited.
Shit, wrong franchise.
Remnants of ancient civilization rest solely in historical
I haven't played Destiny 2 in a fair bit.
Imagine our surprise to have discovered this boy. He claimed to be part
Boy.
of the clan, the Keepers. He
Or as
said they
Kratos
had
likes to call him,
land we thought
Boy.
uninhabited for ages. A few years have passed, but the Academy, of course, has remained skeptical.
I still can't believe
Is there
Um,
evidence it exists?
a bloody
Nothing
level
absolute,
theme,
but the
level
mysterious
BGM from
conversation
Astro
was
Bot
endless
actually
and
samples
much.
Kratos going, boy.
And as for how we came to rescue
I'm not
the
kidding.
boy,
Sir?
it seems a certain monster had forced him to flee. It attacked his village, and he escaped alone.
Alas, it starts as all good Monster Hunter games do,
The underground tunnel
with a
that used to
certain
lead to
monster.
escape collapsed. We found him, took him in, and here we are.
Do we know the status
Hell of
the
a monster
village?
too, actually.
And of the monster?
Unknown. the scholars hypothesize that it may be
Especially
a
with this setup.
which we thought to have perished long ago.
An extinct
Let's
sea
just say, Wells does some really cool shit with its story.
The guild has authorized
Like,
the rescue of the keepers.
I'm
and
talking
investigation into this monster.
kind of mind-blowing
As a lead hunter
stuff
for
people,
this expedition,
Monster Hunter lore enthusiasts have theorized about for years, kind of thing.
finding the village won't be easy. You'll need the proper guide. Speaking of which,
Hell, the fact
I
that
have
this takes place in the
for you.
Eastlands, aka the Forbidden Lands, which is the, well, east of the main Monster Hunter continent,
Hello, my name is Alma.
it's got nothing to do with the New World, cause that's like,
Come on. It's okay.
where's that actually theorized to be? Like, it's kind of water, so probably somewhere
Great.
very far away.
As soon as we find a good spot, we can
I'm
get things
not
set up
as
and
well
ready to
versed
go.
as on Monster Hunter lore as I am Destiny lore.
This is gonna be great.
You bet. I hope we find them soon.
Look!
I love the fact that you can straight up make your Palico sound like Pit from Kid Icarus Uprising.
There's so many.
I really wish we're gonna get a port of out of Witch 2. I just hope it ain't 80 fucking quid.
They're exceptionally agitated. Could they be chasing something?
It's a person.
No shit. If you don't know, I'm playing this on PS5, so the DualSense is rumbling on my thigh right now.
What do we do? Hold on. What's that?
It feels weird,
That's all right.
because this is one of those games that actually takes advantage of the DualSense's HD rumble. Which is good, because unlike the PS4 where I turn the rumble off, this one I keep the rumble on. Right. Use scripted sequence. There we go.
Here we go. Hold on.
Seems my penchant for calling when gameplay starts hasn't changed one bit. What is it with Monster Hunter and scripted sequences, like high octane scripted sequences, involve deserts? Like,
We can go over.
or at least this one didn't involve finding an Elder Dragon with no armor on, or fending one off with no armor on. Well, it was something else. Hella fun too. Like, if you ever get your hands on a second-hand 3DS, and don't mind attempting G-Rank solo, highly recommend giving 4 Ultimate a shot. Whilst I got into Monster Hunter with 3 Ultimate, 4 Ultimate is where I really fell in love with the series. Fun fact, the 3DS version of 3 Ultimate, one I had, started with,
Right on top.
never actually had online play. It had local play mode, but not online play. Give me your vocal cords, bitch. Oink. Yeah, this game really gets its money worth out of the strength of the PS5.
I bet we can bring those rocks down.
Yeah, I will say this about this game. They really like giving you options to pull falling debris onto things.
Throw it now.
E. So one thing Capcom does with our hunter this time round is, well, one, give them a bit of a personality for once, and some actual,
Here.
they actually feel important in the story, and two,
You're okay now.
there's give them a backstory, because their backstory is that they're actually quite a seasoned hunter. Probably, if I had to really guess, someone who's probably fought an Elder Dragon before.
Yo.
That's
So
the
much for this region
vibe I'm
being
getting.
uninhabited. It must be a type of flightless.
Isai. He's still in trouble.
Yep.
Isai? We were doing.
Yeah, the only thing about the story, like,
Then it came.
low rank is essentially this game's big cinematic story
One of
mode.
the things that was chasing you earlier? It's
For
okay.
better or for
And your
worse.
brother, where is he?
Well, it's not nearly as intrusive as it was in World.
He stayed.
Because
Sounds
for
like
one,
trouble, yeah?
well,
Can you tell
there's
me
other
what
things it does that actually is a hell of a lot better.
secret? He knows.
But other bits,
Let's find it.
yeah, it doesn't.
I'm with you. Everyone else, focus on scouting for a campsite.
Understood.
Also,
Send a signal.
Alma is 1,000 times less annoying than the handler was.
We'll leave some supplies for you. I'll keep an eye on these two.
Yeah, I didn't outright hate my handler in World, but
Coming.
yeah, I agree with everyone, she was fucking annoying.
These people to save Isai. We're counting on you. Come with me, okay?
Right,
Don't worry. I'll be back soon.
lettuce.
Come on.
Was our weapon.
Be careful out there.
So,
We will.
if you see my playthrough of
We should prepare a bit.
Rise,
Yeah.
the Sunbreak expansion and some of the Sunbreak tile update stuff, you know where this is going.
Oh, that's right. Wonderful. And that.
Good old
You can find
SNS.
the weapon over here.
Once you've got a feel for the weapon, we'll head out.
Right,
We can head back to camp if you need to change your weapon.
option.
Let's have the sacred follow the scent. Wow, these sacred are quite intelligent.
Oh, thank God it keeps my settings. You know,
Fast, too.
oh yeah, it does. That's good, cause yeah, for one, everyone complained about sacred controls being a bit skew with.
Did you hear that?
That's cause of the settings. You go on the settings, finagle about with some of them. Much better. Specifically,
Down there.
some of the, like, settings. Oh yeah, I also wanted to tell you a trick about that. Feel sacred. One of the things I want to change in Sacred is so that manual mode doesn't automatically move you towards stuff. Now, you might be wondering what the hell is manual mode. You press up on the D-pad, put your Sacred into automatic mode, meaning they'll run automatically towards stuff. Also, this is a giant frog as a starting monster. Anyway, and down keeper pad puts it into manual mode, which you can freely control. But if you have a particular setting on, that's on by default, it'll just go towards the nearest interactable important object, which is kind of annoying. Right, let's get into this. Chatacabra ours. Great Jaggy or Great Jaguars, whatever the hell you want to call it, is our starting monster. It's a good style monster. Not in difficulty, like, even though I have to agree, Worlds is a bit on the easier side. Ah, focus mode. Basically, in my case, pressing L2, but some of you might be hold L2. You can change this in the settings, so you only have to press that focus mode as toggle. It allows you to do, well, one, literally aim your weapon.
Weapon needs a bit of sharpening.
Should be safe when we're on the same.
That
Right.
weapon looks vulnerable.
So you're in focus mode, and you press red bumper R1. You can pop the wound, do extra damage, and get a part. Oh, it tends to just be common parts. Be aware of that one. Yes, we know. Sword and Shield's one. You cling onto it and either go down with your sword, or you press your shield button. Well, your alternate attack button, which is circle in my case. And whilst focus striking, which I'll demonstrate in a second, because the damn thing's decided at that opportune time to move. Oh yeah, perfect guard. You can unleash powerful counter slash attack after perfect guard with triangle. Right, you can press circle to actually do your, well, a shield upcut. Sword and shield attacks are blunt. Three types of damage: slicing, blunt, and shooting damage. Shooting damage, you shoots stuff and is from the ranged weapons. Kinda self-explanatory. Slicing weapons, anything with a blade, or slicing ammo if you're using one with bow guns. You can slice off tails and shit for more shit to carve. And then, yeah, don't ask me why you have to literally fight for about 5 minutes before the actual quest pops up here. It's very weird. But yeah, anyway, blunt damage. You hit the head with enough blunt damage, you can stun it. Like, I actually stunned it a second ago. I get 2 wounds for that one. And if you hit the body, you can actually reduce its stamina or something? Meaning it'll tire out quicker. Yeah.
SOS flare to call for support.
I wouldn't say I'm the best Monster Hunter player in the world, but I would call myself a bit of a serious veteran. Realma on the 3DS was my first Monster Hunter game. And I've played nearly every mainline game since that one out. The only ones I didn't were 4, cause base Monster Hunter 4 was Japanese only. And oh yeah, you got the SOS flare thing, which allows you to either bring in other players to help you during the and have them sort of drop in, or you can have AI helpers called support hunters. And this is very useful for like going through the story on your own, cause you can have it so
Terrain there. I think we can use it in combat.
whenever you enter a quest or quest starts,
Wait, almost there.
it'll automatically pop it. I'll go into the sense for that once we're dealt with Tetsukabura's Forbidden Lands cousin. Now I'm starting to miss Tetsukabura again. Dang it. I can be a sentimental idiot sometimes. If I could actually say the word sentimental. But, hey ho. Ooh, do I have bombs? Do I have bombs? Do I have bombs? No, it's not even going to sleep. Bollocks. Oh, never mind. It did the... It was one hit away from death anyway thing.
Work. I knew you were the best.
On this screen, this is where you get quest rewards, like extra monster parts and that sort of thing.
We're over here.
Oh, for some reason they introduced sort of monster-specific certificates that you need. I don't get that change
It's safe now.
at all.
There.
But thing about Wilds, I think it does make some I wouldn't say bad, but interesting things. Not the sort of thing to get completely pissed at, but enough to make you question it.
Allow us to introduce ourselves.
Wait. Hold on.
Oh yeah, you have to remember,
Do that? There's no way.
these guys don't have hunters,
So
or they've never seen one. I find that fascinating that they decided to do that.
Mona, where is she?
She's safe, don't worry. We'll take you to her, alright?
You made it!
There's the twink of a badass.
Any trouble finding us?
None at all, thanks to your flair.
I love how, for your side, this is pretty much culture shock to see people sort of have this sort of equipment on map before. But for
Please.
the Hunters Guild,
Okay.
it's literally just another Tuesday.
Hey, Hunter. Back already? Good work.
Hey, your sister's just over there.
She's been worried, Sec. Hurry.
This is a pretty well-protected spot.
We could
Yeah.
do a lot worse for an interim camp. This
Oh yeah.
Just a quick check on
Cause will be
you. We just
open.
need some space. She's
I would say
fine.
open-ended rather
Which
than
we're
specifically
perfectly
open world.
Nona!
Isai, you're okay.
Yes, you can technically go from one locale to another,
Fine.
but
Go. Back to your stations.
it's not something you do on the regular. And you're more likely to just fast travel between locales anyway when you need.
Everything just happened so fast. I didn't know what to say.
And that's a thing that's to note.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're not just getting, like, video games
My sister and I are from a nearby village.
sort of kind of play decently.
It's wonderful to meet you.
Again,
I'm Alma. The others
slow
are
down on
from
just about everything in said game too.
from a place far out west.
Especially was like, oh right, Witcher style dialogue.
How did you end up in
I do not care.
Software where with the only those with special permission are
Tools.
Like,
that won't do to keep you talking.
yeah, I'll
Let's
probably
go
be
over those
speeding
ones.
through these bits a bit, because they are
Why don't we have a look around base camp?
kind of boring. Yeah, so rather than the usual sort of
Where should we go first?
thing, assignments are actually called, or main quests are sort of called chapters.
Well, if it ain't the Avis unit, here to stock up on wares to support what they
Welcome back, Hunt. Thanks for looking after Nata and the other. Well, I got everything set up.
Use any materials.
But don't you worry. And if you got something in mind?
I literally have a tutorial for showing you certain aspects.
I'm ready to work. Alrighty.
That's actually the really good thing about how world handles things. You don't get access to everything all at once.
Well, that's a
Instead, like, it sort of gradually introduces things to you.
Well, look who it is. Now, they told me you were good, but they failed to mention you were halfway out. I'm Olivia. We'll be working together.
I'm not halfway out of my damn mind. I'm 2 halfways out of my damn mind.
how'd you get?
Oh, you know, it
Sounds like
we have our true.
Yeah,
hunters, so
optional
we're gonna-
dialogue. Ah!
So,
Oh yeah, training area.
there's no better place to learn the feel of a weapon.
Yeah,
Have a look when you get the chance.
if you're new to Monster Hunter,
Extremely
go
well
to the training area.
and
Like,
only through
you can
practice
get a feel for the
will delay its end.
weapons controls,
We'll
which
set up
is
a
going
training
to
area, huh? Well, why don't we stop by? I think it's almost time for
really help you out. A
Alright,
lot.
Is everyone here? Avis unit present.
Astrum
Oh,
unit,
caca.
Ruben unit, Turris unit, Ferrum unit, present.
Let's see. Provisions, research. We're here, for the most part.
Let's start with the good news. Thanks to everyone, we're off to an excellent start.
Indeed, we've already made human contact.
The next thing to discuss
Mhm.
is our short-term goals. We have two objectives: rescue the Keepers and locate the White Wraith that attacked their village. Unfortunately,
As the temporary name for the monster that attacked Nutter's village.
to find his people.
Any idea how long you were down there?
I walked for several days. I'm not sure
Oh,
which
yeah.
way. After a
No.
while, it all started to look the same.
I didn't know this till like further on in my initial go through of the game.
Good deal. Except I think
There's
it'd be
actually
better if we
be
held off until the support
like
team arrives.
between them finding Nato in the passed out in the desert and bringing him back and now, it's actually been a span of time of a couple of years.
Thank you all. I'm sorry to cause so much
Which,
It's all right,
yeah,
Dad.
they don't really mention that much.
First things first, I think
Or
we
really
should
at
send
all.
Nona and Isai back to their village for safety reasons.
That seems wise.
Which is
If we're lucky, someone there might have some
interesting.
information about the Keepers.
You'd think they would mention a detail like that
Repent and prepare
a
before
bit
we go.
more openly. But it is what it is.
Hey, can one of you help me out? My stockpile of honey is running low.
And it doesn't really
Is it urgent?
come into play in the grand scheme of the story anyway. Tent. Important stuff happens in tent, like restocking and that sort of thing. Oh yeah, you also have loadouts you can use. I recommend putting yourself out a general loadout that'll have everything you really need to get going from the get-go. Going to save your ass. At hobbies. Da 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 da.
How's that wound looking? Does it still hurt?
God. Other people to talk to. Squad info. I think they're like clans or something. If you're familiar with that whole Anna. Other this is where you bring bounties. Dutch. And also claim your pre-order bonuses and shit. And any other packs they decide to give you. Yeah, they give you a lot of shit for that. Well, don't laugh, I actually need to piss right now. Like, straight up. Give me a second. I forgot to set all this like a dumbass. Fuck. I forgot to scale it up properly. Yeah, I think that still gets the point across. I forgot to size that up properly. I'll be right back. I need a piss. I need to use a little spirits food. Be back in a sec. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, I'm back. Yep, stream didn't explode whilst. Hey. Because the worst thing that can happen is your stream explodes whilst you're having to pee. But, anywho.
Over here. Are you ready to go?
If that's any indication, yes. Yes, I am.
We'll escort you back to your village.
That sort of just came out. Sorry, folks.
Oh, before I forget. Did you hear about provisions honey shortage? We should see if we can scrounge any up.
Oh no, not a honey shortage.
I know the perfect spot. I'll show you the way.
That would be amazing.
Oh boy.
Well then, shall we? You're lucky.
You know how I
I'm taking you to.
said some parts of Wild Story was like
Stay here for now.
less intrusive than Wild
Okay?
could be at times? This is not one of those instances.
Is your village?
But at least you can gather shit whilst you're
But on the sacred, we'll be there in no
in what is essentially
You're fast, all right.
like
Yes.
a real-time
And to make a
cutscene.
quick getaway from a monster. They're clever too, and good at picking up scents. I don't know what my people would do without them.
I want to become a sacred rider too.
I'm sure you'll be a great one, Nona.
I see a lot of fulgurite. It's like the whole valley is made of it. Fulgur, right? Are you talking about gem chime stones? Gem chime stones. What a lovely name. Why
Well,
do
it could be worse.
Once we reach
It
the
could
village,
be Xenoblade X. Elpon are not good at naming shit. Oh yeah, that's another thing that happened,
Look at that.
there's so many.
whilst I was on my break.
Let's get
My
closer.
birthday happened.
Tread carefully.
Now I'm deep in either Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, then played Chronicles X Definitive Edition, or Armored Core 6. And you're not looking around, I just want to get through the sequence. Give me the damn honey.
Is that a mountain?
I want to hunt shit.
Weird shape. You think so?
I did the looking around stuff
Solid winds.
the first time through this damn story.
Totally takes my breath away.
All right. This is the spot.
Great, thank you.
Over here.
Yep.
It smells so good.
I love being able to do this though.
That should be enough.
Makes
honey.
this
On to the village then?
gathering malarkey
Yes.
1,000 times easier. Plus it allows you to,
Don't wander too far off.
alright mate.
Oh no. I was supposed to draw water. I completely forgot.
You're in for it now.
Yeah, Zato's gonna give me an earful.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Please, no. If anything, it's me who owes you a favor.
I'm starting to get nervous. To the villagers, we're outsiders. We don't want to do anything to offend them.
It'll be fine. Just play it cool.
Yeah, our character talks.
Felines like me there?
Good question. The guild hasn't seen evidence of any Lenians in the region, but you never know.
I'll do my best not to startle them.
Yeah, being able to just grab stuff from a distance does not help my inner, does not help, stop me from being a loot goblin. It just makes the problem 1,000 times worse. Awkward silence.
We're late.
Better late than
I had a run-in with a giant toad.
Hello, sir.
You have rescued my friends. However, your visit...
But we owe them our hospitality. At least...
One more thing, which I am...
Of course, they'll be returned to you at once. Thanks for letting us use them. We'll be going then.
And now we have to run on foot.
Did you see that? The guards at the gates.
They weren't carrying weapons.
Besides, didn't seem to know what weapons were either.
And stuff is happening.
These are Phylloxy.
Gesundheit.
Authorization? Granted. The guild authorizes you to neutralize the threat.
Yeah, so if you don't like bugs, probably look away for this bit. Oh, these fuckers are annoying as they will try and pin you to the ground. Big boy. So, meet your first major hurdle in the, your work towards. Every Monster Hunter game has one. At the beginning, they always give you one monster at sort of a couple of notches ahead of you, but games like, yeah, you need to work your way up to that one. And
Long gnashers, sharp claws. Yeah, I'd say so.
well, at least it isn't Anjanath. I don't like Anjanath, Kate. I didn't like him in World. I didn't like his subspecies in Iceborne. I didn't care for Anjanath returning in Rise. And yeah, I just don't like Anjanath. It's one of those monsters that a lot of people are, like, make a big fuss about, but I myself don't really care for it. Seems just kind of weirdly, honestly,
Those villagers don't have weapons.
not massively interesting when you put it against some of the other monsters.
Have some taken the monsters out.
Maybe they've got some kind of thingamabobble.
Yeah, and I do feel like World's monster was kind of hit and miss.
Almost there. Stupid
I
slow human.
luckily I don't actually have to worry about that in this game.
Secret already?
Seriously, I'm not kidding. Like, World's brand new monsters.
Well,
Um,
here we are.
I like
Toads
most of
all the
them,
way from home.
It's too bad
with
we didn't
one
mention the
glaring exception. Well, we wouldn't be getting to that like
without the new person
anytime
opening up,
soon.
this honey could really make a difference.
Good idea.
Anyway, here's your honey, bitch.
Little bird told me.
Did you bring me some? Honey is... And since the support... Speak either way.
Oh yeah, you can purchase stuff. It's very useful to do.
Yo, Hunter! Come over here. I need to talk to you for a sec.
Loadout is a really good way of just emptying out your inventory of combinables and extra consumables and that,
I've got some materials you can use.
and upgrades.
Your eye? I'm ready to work. Alrighty. Perfection.
What? Now, this is one of. So, I have one of my little this just feels weird moments with the low rank weapons off the gate. Low rank weapons off the gate, most of them have green sharpness. Like, that's not something that normally happens with early low rank weapons. Like, most of them, the highest they go is yellow. Not till like mid low rank in other games. That's where you'll start consistently get in green sharpness something.
They're loaded with all kinds
The other
of
stuff
Sure. See you later.
is important and is yeah, feel free to ask me like any questions about Monster Hunter, cause again I've played ever since the Ultimate,
It's about the support
so
team.
I can tell you a fair bit about a lot.
I mapped out what their route ought to be.
Oh look,
SOS flare? You don't
look like wood.
Come on. Be careful out there, Hunter.
And Scoutfly.
The timing, the direction, it must be that.
Bitch, I have a spirit compass. I don't need damn Scoutflies.
The support team must be in trouble.
I'm thankful that they made them
hold on, everyone.
like.
I'm coming to help.
I'm thankful you don't have a research level mechanics from World, cause
There they are.
god damn that made shit. And another thing about Worlds, the maps are a lot better to navigate. Also, chicken. In two ways. Well, technically that's probably a bit apt enough. Or, well, the equivalent here. They don't actually have Aptonoff in for Forbidden Lands. It's kind of fucking weird. Oh yeah, he just straight up talked in feline. Even if you have it set to English, Palico will actually say about one line in feline, which I think is still really cool. Going back, but like, it is its own language.
Oh no, you
Why don't they just put the meat down?
get on! Hurry!
Are we allowed to?
We can talk about it later. You have to follow them.
Thanks, Thank you.
There's a money shot.
Find somewhere safe.
We'll meet up later.
Oh yeah, it's one thing to know. Like, Palico is probably a seasoned Palico as well. Why? Because if I have to be honest, they're actually a bit of a badass in this game. Like, yeah, we'll put some force behind that swing.
We'll take it from here.
Go, 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 go!
Alright, dual matrice. Be careful with this one. Otherwise you're gonna find your ass Kentucky fried. Because Geometries is actually your first fire monster. Yeah, the second monster is a fire monster. That's not a normal occurrence for Monster Hunter games. Like, with Weld, it didn't take till like actually till Adjanath to get access to fire weapons. I think. Or was it Rathian? And again, you do see a Rathian earlier than you actually fight one. Yeah, you see a Rathian, like, when you first go to the Wild Spiral Waste, but you don't actually get the option to fight one till, the sort of tier Anjanath belongs to. So, wound. They just get generated on a, like, a part every so often. And you can pop them one or two ways. Either focus strikes, or by just continuously attacking it still. They get generated by continuously attacking in the first place, so it makes sense that attacking it would also pop it. Dang it. Hey. You don't see me, you don't see me, it's all me. Hit that's the head. Oh yeah, if you break certain parts of the monster, you can get certain materials. Like I mentioned about severing tails, and when you do, the carb you get out of it is usually the tail. I don't know what to really tell you about, my dude. Tail break. I don't care about. Oh, I don't care about that right now. Hey, tail. I will sort them out with SOS says better. And honestly, don't really. Whoa. You could like solo low rank somewhat easily. Oh, I could have bombed it. Yeah. I think this time round, for the most part, I'll just be using the support hunters. the SOS. Because honestly, low rank, you don't really need to grind that much. Just update your armor with whatever you can find. The skills on it aren't really going to come into play too much till like way, well, till I'd say high rank. And maybe end of low rank at the very earliest. But as you're better off probably just wait until high rank to really get growing with grinding.
Great work, Hunter. Oh, and the support team made it to base camp safely.
High rank.
Let's head
Oh,
back.
with actually grinding out armors.
Thanks, Isai. You saved everyone.
Can I ask why you came back?
I thought you might need these sacred.
Are you sure?
They belong with you. I've never met more capable and deserving riders. And I had Gemma make you a new saddle.
I sure did. Even added a holster so you can carry.
Oh yeah, this is another one of Miles' mechanics. Can equip as secondary applying a signal weapon. Go to change equipment to select the weapons that fit you need.
That'll come in handy.
And one more thing. Since Zato is out, my grandmother...
We'd love to, thank you.
Great! I'll be waiting until you're ready to go.
Oh, by the way, everyone's been asking about you.
And yeah.
This is just way too exciting. Nata, we should get ready.
You think they might know about my village?
Thanks for saving my
Yeah.
whiskers, Hunter.
How's you guys
Well, here I
day
am.
been going anyway?
Sort of my job, you see. The better you eat, the more health and stamina you'll have. Makes things easier out here. I'm set.
Cause that's been alright. Nothing too crazy.
Greetings, Hunter. I'm happy to inform you that we've laid and we can always use it here.
Build guide gives you all you know,
It's for recording information.
and I feel is way inferior than the Hunter notes in Rise.
You'll note the carry on then.
Why? Because one, my obvious bias towards Monster Hunter Rise in general.
Well,
Yeah, you
what
can
I do? Yep.
make
Got something in mind?
fire weaponry. It isn't a bad shout, but one, elemental weapons aren't as powerful in Worlds as they are in Rise or World. The elemental hit zones aren't really there on a lot of monsters. Except the title update 1 monster. Some parts of that apparently has good elemental hit zone. And 2, status is just busted in this game. Especially one status effect in particular.
Anything catch your eye?
I'm mainly going to be using, well, planning on using status weapons, because I want to get through low rank as quick as possible.
Look good? Alrighty. Perfection. I'm ready to perfection.
Yeah, I'm just, like, popping on any old thing. Like I said, you're not really focusing on anything other than defenses when it comes to low rank armor.
Ready to go? Great.
So yeah, your character is gonna look a bit ridiculous.
Okay then. Away we go.
Whoa, these are harder to handle than they look. How many secrets do your people have?
Lots of them. And hatchlings too. But training them is a lot of work.
Yeah,
And only those who put in the practice can join the Vanguard.
So then,
I'll say in terms of accessibility,
Leads the Vanguard.
Wales is probably the most accessible a Monster Hunter game's ever been. Yes, you're gonna be stuck in the story for like,
I was on my way to your
what do
camp.
people say?
When they picked up your scent.
It's long,
I didn't
about
even have to argue. They did.
as long
You
as
really are clever.
about 15 hours ish. But if you're just here for that, then that's enough to keep you going for like a fair while. But
Greetings, brother. May we enter?
the way they fashioned high rank though is very interesting.
This way, friends.
Controls are a lot
Thank you very
smoother.
Yeah, let's go.
The way they handle cutscenes with hunts is kind of like a cross between World and Rise, in that you need to watch the cutscene before you can actually hunt the monster, but the quests don't start
That's the
until
closest.
you've seen the
The
cutscene,
monsters out of the village.
like with Rise,
It's almost like music.
which is really nice because
come on.
mid-hunt cutscenes are one of the things that actually really annoyed me about World, especially because they couldn't send up SOS flares until
What's about?
till the cutscene played out. That's the same here in Wilds, but
I guess they really haven't.
like I said, because you can have it so the SOS flare can go off second you start the hunt, start the quest, it alleviates
I'll tell my
it
family to start
for
getting everything ready for you.
solo players. You're trying to go through the story with your mate.
Do you mind waiting a little while?
I can't say
Not at all.
like I don't have any
Actually,
experience
this
with
would
it
be a good
because
chance to talk to the
I'm a
villagers.
bit of a Billy no mates.
I want to ask them about Nata.
But I have heard it is a bit of a pain in the ass to actually set up.
Okay. We'll meet up later.
And here I thought that couldn't go any more backwards than it did in World, but
Come on, Alma.
hey ho,
Alrighty, but
no
remember what I said about being respectful.
company is flawless, not even Capcom.
The storm will be here soon. Hey, look. What's that stranger carrying? Hey there. What's this?
You've never seen someone use wilk drops before?
Wilk.
Yo, Hunter, what'd you find?
Do not ask me what that is an abbreviation of.
Ron, what is this?
Mostly because they literally say it later and
Toss it into the fire.
Huh?
it's a
See that?
why the fuck did they name it that kind of deal.
Definitely something strange about it, though.
Especially with what colour it is.
Have you had a chance to ask the elder about the keepers yet?
Come in, don't be shy. The children have told me much about
That
Hello. Can we speak to the...
I am she. Come in, be welcome. I've heard
And I am
of
Groot.
Nona and Isai. Thank you.
no, seriously,
We're just glad they're safe.
at this point I might as well become a group main in Marble Rivals, because I am good with a gun.
Be better hosts, but the sand tide approaches. And busy readying for the storm. The sands come alive this time of year, like a wild beast bristling with lightning. Once your business
Yeah, this game goes ham with the ecology.
find shelter.
Even more than World.
Before that, we'd like to ask
And that's
you
saying
something.
something.
Have you ever heard of a people known as the Keepers?
Keepers?
Alright, this is
No.
one with dialogue-y
I can't
cutscene.
say the name is
So
familiar.
skipping through it a little bit,
A child.
because I'm impatient.
How did you... forgive me.
It's alright. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh. That was quick. Whatever. Now for another great part of about the game. Food!
Please, come in.
I'm not kidding. Either, like, cutscene transitions in video games nowadays are so damn smooth. For the most part.
Thank you so much for inviting us. We're travelers from the West, and my friends and I here.
Yes, of course. You help my grandchildren. Tell me how I can help, and I shall.
Welcome to our home.
Thanks.
Please, have a seat.
So,
Thank you so much again for your warm hospitality.
and you ready to feel hungry?
It's the very least we can do.
I'm very nasally.
We hope you enjoy the meal we prepared.
Anyone feel hungry yet? Cause I'm starting to a little bit.
Yes, thank you.
As we gather here together, may we so share in the wind's bounty. Please, help yourselves.
Yes.
You heard him.
Well, if there's one thing to know about hunters, they can work up one hell of an appetite if the old games were anything to go by.
Do you use a special kind of flour?
I don't know about special, but it pairs well with the beans.
Cheese balls.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Nothing like home cooking.
Yep. That makes me want food. Does that make one? You'd be lying if that don't make you want food either, though. Oh yeah. Food buffs work way differently in this game.
Thank you.
They're not on a per hunt basis.
And when you were so busy too.
They're on a timer.
Nonsense. We're delighted to have you.
It didn't feel
Well
right
done
parting
steak
ways.
and meals with no
We sighted a monster with long, thick fur near the village.
side bits.
Sounds like a doshaguma.
Last 30 minutes.
Adventure out of the
Meals with side bits. 50 minutes.
The forest?
Village meals, which is what this was,
Up the river and beyond the
as
grasslands.
I'm gonna call them. 60
We've been
minutes.
encountering doshaguma a lot recently.
Plus they have
They took
extra
our
like
livestock, so
skills
we
and
keep
shit.
them penned up here. Fortunately, the gem chimes protect us.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of ornaments.
There'll
make
come
you
a
feel
point in the
safe?
game where you get
You see, this region is home to a creature that even the doshaguma
free access to them.
And it just so happens that the gem chime stones sound a lot like that monster.
Take my advice.
That's enough of a deterrent.
Whenever the notification for one pops up, go for it.
I suppose we'll take our leave now.
Like,
Thank you for the
pause
wonderful food and company.
60 minutes of,
There's
well,
some
an
restaurant
entire
to do.
hour of buffs.
Very kind, but we know how much preparing you have to do for
Oh
this
yeah,
storm.
it's an entire hour of being in a hunt
Best I've
worth
had
of
in
buffs.
I feel more ready to hunt than ever.
Like,
you.
the timer does not go down when you're in a base camp.
Let's start heading back to base camp.
only when you're actually out in the field, because well, you can essentially do one hunt and then immediately go and find another monster in that area and go on another one if you so wished.
Right, and maybe we should look into the Doshakama.
Just need to attack it for a bit, and then new quests will instigate, SOS flares, shit will happen, and etc, etc.
Nata can ride with me.
I
How
should
about we meet up on the
really
path to
sort out the
Forest and go from
SOS
there?
flare setting.
Perfect. See you all tomorrow then.
Oh yeah. So we've done what, like 3 quests? And we're already getting shepherded to the next locale.
Gemma and Nata said they'll catch up.
Right, you actually need to come to Alma to actually do it. Go to this. Setting. Automatic SOS flare. Multiplayer setting. You can make it so only players can answer your SOS flare requests, or only support hunters can. Oh, as in the AI controlled NPC hunters. Like there's 3 of them. Olivia, who you already met at this point, and the hunters from the 2 other units. And it will always be those 3. It's not like Rise, or Rise Sunbreak, where you could choose 2 from pretty much nearly all the notable NPC characters. Which does kind of suck. It was a bit of a more robust system, but
I'll be waiting here.
by one as strong. What? I should probably sort out secondary weapon. I'm kinda split. Part of me wants to get out Switch Axe, cause for a weapon type I really like using, I am bugging about with it too much. Or Insect Glaive, something I am bugging about a bit, and I do quite like in Wilds. You know what? I think I'm gonna go charge. No, Switch Axe.
Hey,
I might want to upgrade the damn
something
thing.
in mind? Alrighty.
Plus, Switch Axe kind of words please. Line. It covers my bases in the fact that Sword and Shield does not have range. And yeah, going to the next area. Now they say here, there's a point where they go, yeah, you can just hunt monsters like willy-nilly. If you have a permit, well, if you fought it in a story mission, or you just have permission to make quests of that particular monsters, you can do that. Ooh, Nobody's, that's a good one. Good thing to start collecting. Nobody's come in handy because they can cure elemental blight. Well, elemental blights and lessen the effects of some other thing that I'm not going to spoil because it's high rank related. Yeah. Like, 3 quests in and the game automatically shepherds you off to the next locale.
Let's wait here.
And
Sorry, we got held up.
yeah,
forest is
Like,
so big, it's got trees
the
coming out of
story actually goes by pretty quickly.
Did either of you get any sleep at all?
Yeah, the story goes by fairly quickly.
Come on, let's go.
If you're someone who plays games for like hours upon hours at a time,
Yeah.
like I do,
These
then
guys seem like they're always
you're
one
gonna
step
find
ahead.
yourself getting through low rank
So, what do you
fairly
think the forest is
quickly,
gonna be like?
unless you purposely stop and grind. Stop to grind, which
Certainly it'll be a lot greener and more lush than the desert. You should see lots of herbivores.
yeah, low rank
Where
you're
there's
probably not
herbivores,
going to do
there's
too much because you can just get by with honestly whatever. You could use a fire weapon against a fire monster and you should still be able to
I wonder
kill it
what
within a
it's
reasonable amount of time.
Once we're there, I hope I can help you more with the expedition.
Pose ain't the hardest game of the series, but I wouldn't say it's like a complete breeze either.
There it is.
It probably is if
There
you're
are trees coming out of the trees.
a veteran of the series or straight up someone who does the hardest endgame content and once on the game will throw at you. Like, level 140 anomaly investigations from Rise Sunbreak to give you an example.
So
Did I
much
go off
diversity.
that way? I don't know. I don't really mess about with endgames too much.
Look at the size.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we went from the Wild Spy, the Windward Plains to
And it'll
the
be
Scarlet
fun mystery
Forest.
to unravel.
Over here.
Possibly one of the prettiest locales in the game. I discredit the other ones, like, because honestly, all of the locales are really pretty.
So
One
the
I'm
forest is
sort
full
of
symbiotic
eh,
system, involving the roots,
but
leaves,
we're
flowers, and
not
fruit.
getting to that one today.
And it's the insect's job to pollinate. They have this
Here's
fascinating
insects in
process
jars.
where they coat their bodies in the pollen, which is called.
I knew you'd show up.
I am not Eric, I am not Eric, I am not Eric. I go on about video games, not bugs. That's a slight difference. Slight. But, and I don't have twink energy.
So, Captain, what's your team been getting up to? Please, call me Olivia. The guild gave special assignments to some of the other units from the
Yeah, they all have palicos too.
mine included.
Wait, are you guys an ace?
It's not like Rise where you can have like
Let me
multiple
introduce
palicos and
Eric, our
palamutes.
biologist.
You just have one palico like you do in World.
Matt? Oh no, but I definitely.
Also, you don't have
He's
palamutes in
the
this game
coolest guy in the
anyway.
academy.
That's what the Sacred is for. Sacred's taking over Mount Duke on the palamute.
Forest is amazing. Never leaving.
Anyway, over there's Werner, our engineer. Perhaps you've heard of him too? He's one of the big brains behind the Wyvern's fire technology.
Wait, what?
Yep,
We are
this
so
character annoys
later,
me.
pal.
Werner. So he's the guy behind Wyvern's fire technology in your gun
How'd
lances.
your visit
The
to
big
that village go?
giant fuck-ass explosion
We were able to
you can
start
do.
a dialogue. No luck with the keepers, but
They drop that and don't really
monsters
well,
called
drop
the
that
Shadow
bombshell
Mountain
and
took
don't
the forest
really
habitat and started
do
venturing
much
into
with
the
it.
village. The village's only protection
And also the
against
fact
these
that,
are
well,
chimes, which they seem to think is enough.
I don't like him.
What if we set up a pop-up
His
camp
design,
conducted an
one,
investigation
don't
into
speak
the
out to
Shadow
me.
Mountain?
And
I
two,
just found a site that would be perfect. I'll take you there.
he strikes me as one of those smart guys that's just a bit of a knob. And as before anyone else, I do use a lot of British slang because I am British.
Specimen bottles do you think I should bring?
Ha! With you, it's always gonna be one more than you've got.
Yeah, there'll be facilities in each area, that sort of thing. Yeah, we'll. Anyway. Anywho.
Oh, there you are.
So, you know how I said that there is one particular status that actually blatantly overpowered? Well,
Let's go on foot for this one. It wouldn't be.
Thank you. I was starting to worry that we'd have to sprout wings to keep up.
I'm not gonna.
Shall we
Whoa,
depart?
see for yourself. A bit. Because one is a cool ass monster. That's definitely worth your time to
We'll follow this
farm
river.
at this early point.
Why do you think the water is red?
There are a few plausible
And when you get into
excess of
higher
food
rank,
plankton.
because one is an early rank monster with
Could cause a color change.
good gear,
Wouldn't explain a red this bright. If I were really reaching, I could cite reports of monsters that cause the sea to appear red. Well, in any case, don't worry. The water was completely safe to drink.
You let him drink this?
Not much use in stopping him.
yeah, he's one of those kind of oh, little researcher that just throws caution to the wind.
Anyone else sense that? Small creatures all around.
And this archetype is like
Stay clear of this for a bit.
is unusually common. You'd think the archetype of a researcher that whose scientific curiosity overrides their common judgment. I don't know why I keep grabbing new slinger ammo. I don't bloody use them.
Red at all. Makes you wonder where it's coming from. I know. Well, why don't we follow the water back to its source?
After we set up camp.
I still can't believe the size of this forest. Every step brings another fascinating discovery. And it feels so vibrant and alive.
I know. Where to even begin? So many things to study and collect. I'm about ready to dash off into the trees like a madman. That settles it. I've decided to live here.
All right, all right. Enough joking around. Focus on the task at hand.
Alrighty.
This is the place.
Good. Let's set up camp.
So there's another thing this game does. Well, in World and Rise, you had predetermined base camp points, but you need to do a quest to unlock the optional areas. Here you don't. Oh, I can satisfy. 1 point after fainting.
Okay, let the dosh.
We should look for any tracks or traces.
We may have passed some clues back the way we came, so why don't we start there?
Yeah, I have no idea how to turn off lobby messages.
Back. Brown fur.
Like, at all. Something I'll look into when I remember about it. Because there's never... Because sometimes it ain't a case of...
Shagama fur. However, there seems to be some diversity in the
when I
way
get round to it,
Yes.
it's more... if I remember about it.
that it's traveling in a
Let's keep looking. What's this? I don't think it's from a Doshagama.
There's a bunch of coarse fur here.
I found something else.
Patches.
If it's leaving gashes like this, it must be a big one. This fur we're finding isn't quite the right color.
perhaps we're dealing with some
Scat flies seem to be reacting to something deeper in.
Yep, I went from in-engine cutscene to pre-rendered cutscene. I gotta admit, that's fucking impressive that we have the technology to do that.
Lalabarina?
It's
A
monster.
Lalabarina.
It's an Elthrin. Smell. This is a very distinct
Yeah, some of you
paralytic
aren't
monster.
gonna like the Ration
Must find more.
classification of monster.
Definitely a Lalabarina. Based on the scent, this one's paralytic properties are on the lower end. Look, another one. Color hasn't faded. We must be near its nest. This is just the sweet intellectual nectar I thirsted for. Oh, so amazing, Forrest.
A bit eccentric, but sure is useful.
He's also a bit missing.
I love that line. He's eccentric, but he's also a bit missing.
Don't tell me he wandered off alone.
Of course he wandered off. So, I reckon if will be a warning, folks. Those Thracians are spiders. Giant spiders. Well, this one's very pretty.
It looks like he's incapacitated.
Lalabarina's the
Touch that now.
less nightmare fuel out of the three of them. Well, 5 if you count subspecies for the other 2.
Can't leave him.
Back me up.
Bitch, I have enough slinger ammo. I've been collecting slinger ammo this entire damn time.
I'll take it from here.
Counting on it.
So, one thing to know about status effects. Much like with when you inflict it on monsters,
Olivia,
it goes from just straight out inflicting you with status effect to a build up. As in, you need to be either hit by really powerful moves that inflict status, or if it's built up over time, need to run into multiple things that increase that build up. I kinda like this change. Well, yeah, so if I touch these, boom, paralysis build up. Yeah, this is a paralysis monster. Oh yeah, mounting. Mount the monster, do a thing, open up a wound, do the finisher, knock it on its ass. Oh yeah, you can see there's port hunters show up. Olivia is one of them. She'll use a hammer, Alexa will use a lance, and Rosso will use a heavy bowgun. And unlike the follower system in Rise Sunbreak, like I said, you can't change their weapon. You're stuck with these three, and they actually do damage. Oh yeah. One of the Sword and Shield's mechanics, other than being a bit of a jack of all trades, being able to do 7 and blunt damage, you can use items whilst you have a weapon out. Which is really nice. Like, really, really nice. It's nice. Yeah. I'd say if you wanted the first option of a monster to farm, make it Lullabrina. Like, either make it Cumatrice if you want to go for an element weapon, but if you want to go for a status weapon, Lullabrina's your best pick for this early on. Get access to Blast and Poison a smidge later on. But paralysis is blatantly overpowered in this game. Because the thresholds to paralyze monsters is ridiculously small. The sort of increase in that build-up threshold is also, it goes up very tiny. What I mean by threshold is that you need to build up the status for it to take effect. Like with paralysis, you need to you attack the monster with something that afflicts a particular status, and eventually, like was also demonstrated with that poison right there, poison behind me, mate, it will, well, poison them. Oh yeah, you can get materials off of small monsters, yada yada, etc, etc. Oh, Okay. I forget how quickly you can kill these. So, since new break, I've been screwing about with some stuff in my spare time, like mainly small little projects for game dev portfolios and that sort of thing. That's the sort of career path I want to go into. Yeah, I am one of those people that eats, sleeps and breathes video games. So streaming's a bit of a good fit for me, I think. Ah.
Nice work, Hunter. Let's return to base camp.
Oh yeah, you can walk all over corpses now.
I owe you, Hunter. Truly. I couldn't have gotten Eric out of there without you.
Yes, you have my thanks. You know, fascinatingly, I can still taste the poison in the back of my throat.
Lovely. So,
Now that Eric has come around, we can continue searching for the White Wraith. Speaking of, I spoke with Nata. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to look after him for a while.
is that okay with you?
Yes. I don't want to sit here. I want to help.
Thank you. I'm grateful for your help. We'll be counting
Just
on you.
wants to get. Awesome.
Okay, Nata. Stay safe and good luck.
Thanks.
But
Be okay. We should head back to our camp in the forest.
Hunter! Hey, and don't give me that here.
upgrade is important. Make sure to do it. But let me write a bit for a second. Cause Wilds is how the weaponry works. So technically you forge, oh, it works a bit different from older Monster Hunter games where you had to go to a specific bit of a tree in order to be able to get to a different tree. But here, like, each tree's technically separate, but you need to craft an upgrade to a specific point in a tree to unlock any trees connected to it. And if you're gonna do that, why not just have the trees the way they were, except you can forge at the beginning of one of the branches. Like, not a game breaker, but I just find it a little bit confusing and a bit baffling of a choice. But anyway, Lalabouina weapons. They're the only monster that has paralysis weapons from its tree. You also got the you don't get full away on this one. Huh. Anywho. So, wish list essentially allows you to go, hey, how many of this stuff? Well, it saves you checking the forge every 5 seconds. Because it'll literally tell you when you have the parts to make a thing.
The hunt is on.
Which is super goddamn useful. And it's one of my favourite features that they've added in Monster Hunter in recent years. Like, Seriously. Fucking amazing feature. I suppose at this point in the game, like, Olivia's fucked off on her own, so she ain't showing up as a sport hunter here. So, the parts I want are a couple more bits of Lullabrina meters, and a couple of the claws. Now, I thought it was gonna arse spike for a sec. There's the arse spike. Now what weapon, like, would go for? Entirely depends on you and what your playstyle is. There's a weapon for everyone in Wizard. My preferred one is SDS because I've just gone more in the direction of liking a bit of maneuverability. Oh yeah, if you're wondering how to switch weapons, let me up first. Left on your D-pad. Which axe, as the name implies, has you switching between two modes, axe and sword mode. Axe mode, you're more mobile and have longer range. Sword mode, more power, but you're slower. You want to do this one move called World Swing, so we do 2 or 3 swings of it, then you get Power Axe mode, which into sword mode, build up the gauge next to it, whilst making sure the gauge above it don't run out. Then you go into amp state, and do amp state shenanigans. Like this. Or release slash. But yeah, fun fact, for quite a while, from I would say 4 till like World, I ended up maining Witch Axe. But since World, I've pretty much pivoted to pretty much every weapon under the sun. At some point or another between World and Rise. So the hardest part to get off Lala Burina is the mucus. Oh yeah, login bonus. Yeah, this is a thing. Cause much like World?
Yep.
Worlds has sort of more live service game-esque elements to it.
Ready to get to work? Alright. Perfection.
It's kinda weird.
What are we making today? Ready to get to work? Perfection.
There we go. Ah, blast weapon. Yeah, we're not seeing that for like the monster that gives us that till way further down the line. But hey, it's an awesome monster fight. Like nearly all of them. Like, I'm not kidding. I think there's probably about only really one monster I don't like fighting. Even a returning quote unquote monster that you think I wouldn't like fighting, because if you listen to my rant about a certain monster earlier, you probably think that I wouldn't like his subspecies. But you'd be surprised. It gave the subspecies of a particular monster a fucking glow up and a half. In terms of actually it being fun to fight.
Got something in mind?
Which I ain't complaining about. In terms of armor, like I said earlier, just go with whatever has the highest defense values. Just be aware of the like elemental resistance, because you don't want to suddenly get flambéed by a certain thing later on. And such. I will also say, like, low rank where you will kind of fight monsters a bit out of order. Kind of like, Master rank in Rise Sunbreak, where you fought monsters there a bit out of order than you did in low rank and high rank. Here you fight monsters out of order in low rank than you would in high rank. You'll see what I mean at some other point.
Fit you to a T.
You know what? Oh yeah, world map. I was going for. Ah, there we go. I'll do one last hunt.
Wow, you sure got here fast.
What's going on at the camp?
Because I love these little shits. They're such little goobers. And little shits at the same time.
They must be telling us to follow them. Allow me. Greetings to you. we got off on the wrong.
No, my special rock. Like bitch. And he waddles away.
You okay?
Like I said, I love these little shits.
Whatever they say.
I have my pet rock.
Let's follow them. I'm not sure they're harmless. Or I hope so.
No, we're going to kill you and eat your liver. Like those penguins in Madagascar nearly said they did.
They're gathering honey.
First, ours. You respect.
I'm sorry for losing my cool back there, but that was a bona fide Link-Anthrome duodecimic groveling idol. Once I knew they were holding Marianne.
Yeah, she fucking named the damn thing.
Powerless to resist. Oh, but I was worried about our other supplies too.
Sure you are.
Look at that. They're
Whoa,
everywhere.
360.
They've got friends.
And I want to look around and get on with it, so I can hunt the thing. I really get up a section. Yeah, I have no idea how that boulder got up in that tree. No one knows how that boulder got up in the tree, it just climbed up there on its own one day. As boulders do. Yeah, I've looked around, I've pressed X on these Badooblies before, so I know. That was a bit of a been there, done that. The hideout's cool though, will admit.
Oh, this is beautiful.
I'll say.
Up, up. We climb up. You come too. You come too.
I guess we go in here.
Ha-ha! Grovel and feel humbling, for this is our great Wyvere, our city. I mean, this forest belongs to us one-ones. Mind your P's and Q's.
What an unusual eldritch tongue they speak. And yet, it feels so fresh and relevant.
Bitch, our spirits don't talk that weirdly, you know.
Would you give us back our tiny house?
I had to make a joke about it somewhere.
We don't give back. We have claimed it as tribute, but we make dealers, okay? A great menace is making the troubles by our honey mound. Its pink fur is big, stylish, and cool, but its gases are of a stinknacious variety.
Yeah, I love how
Chase away
Plum
the
Peach
menace,
talks.
and in our generosity, we shall return your puny hovel.
Pink fur.
Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. So they're called Woodwoods, huh? They make it sound like they've been here forever.
Eric mentioned seeing congolalas in the south of the forest. We've certainly got no shortage of them back west. And now, we know there's a healthy population here, too.
Unfortunately.
Okay, let's move it.
Yeah, so I don't like Ongolala.
Where do you think the Woodwoods learned to speak like language? They have a very colorful vocabulary.
I know, I
What's a
never did.
I think she meant
as you can.
I'm doing good, Emma.
There it is.
I'm doing good. Just playing a bit of Monster Hunter. And watching Woodward shenanigans. How's the stream going? Good. First stream back after a month and a half break. It was good actually getting back to it. And it feels good to play a bit of Monster Hunter. And after playing after playing Armored Core 6, I am very much grateful for Monster Hunter having iframes on its dodges. Oh yeah, fun fact about controllers. They do that. They fart on you. Or as well as all that card, it's more of a fucking shot. And the stench stats effect. You play World of Warcraft as well? No. I've never touched it actually. I have played a couple of MMOs in my time.
Here we go.
What was the first MMO I actually owned? Dota 2 years ago as well. I've tried I tried Dota 2 way back when. Could never get into it. So I think MOBAs aren't really my really? But I'd say I'm not one for competitive multiplayer games too much in general. Not really a type? Yeah. Best way to put it. There are some exceptions. Like, I do enjoy a bit of Marvel Rivals. Yeah.
Come on, we better than this.
Yeah. That's stench. Come on, stench. Werewolf so I can help. There we go. Thank God that doesn't last as long as it used to. But yeah. I do like a bit of Marvel Rivals. I'm sure Try Marvel Rivals heard about it a lot from other people. Oh yeah. Like, how do I put it? When someone like me who doesn't typically enjoy or stream daily at the same time? Not daily, but more like 3 to 4 times a week. And yeah, it's usually at this sort of time. Well, it's at the moment as I'm starting back up again, I wanted to try doing a bit earlier than I used to, because I used to stream at 8 PM BST, but today I started at 7:30 BST. Well, it's technically British summertime, which, yeah, I'm British, so we use BST and, yeah, British time. I'd love to watch more time. Well, I do plan on... Where are you from? Oh, UK? Yep. Yeah, I'm from the, UK. Cool, so far away from me. Yeah, we're on our weird little isolated bunch of islands. From California. Okay. The EST time zone, I believe. I think. California's East Coast, right? Yep. Okay. I'm not too great with US states, if I'm honest. I wouldn't say my geography's like one of my greatest skills. And unusual abundance of you continue stream daily in the future? No, I'll still stick to my 3 or 4 a week, as it's just what works for me. Because I'm one of those people that does need breaks and that. And plus, since I still live with my parents, it's easier for everyone, really. Plus it allows me to play games in my own time as well. Oh wow, I opened up a lot of wounds on this fucker. Nice, keep it up. And thank you for stopping by the stream. I have to watch, but I don't have any time for it. Fair enough. Like, UK time zones, I'm very busy schedule, so I can't. Fair enough. Yeah, cause, if I remember, see, it's coming up towards 10 o'clock now in the UK, so that's about 5. So what do you do beside the stream, like work study or something? Let's see. Well, I'm currently unemployed and trying to find work. Because one day I wouldn't mind actually getting into the game industry. So really either job hunting or working on my own little projects during the day. And either, oh, I hope you find some good work. Why, thank you. One thing I have started doing recently is starting putting together a little portfolio for myself, because honestly, yeah, it was it's advice that I got given from a interview not too long ago, an interview, actually a job interview I did during my streaming break. And yeah, he mentioned about a portfolio. Anyway, that's one okay. Yeah, it is a good idea to have,
Driving off the pink menace.
as my parents so lovingly call it, a muggle job,
We have our puny
whilst
grovel back now.
something else
But of
is
course,
building up,
friend.
sort of thing.
Woods Forest is now
So
your
whilst
forest
you're
too.
getting like commissions and that on, hey, we unlock pop-up camps proper, definitely a useful feature. Yeah, whilst your digital artist side of things is building up, you still have an income from the other job. You know what I mean? And well, yeah.
Here's too many lopsided transactions between us. You have any pelts to trade?
What if we offered you...
Brown pelts? Big no. Fur is rough.
And I do work for streamers.
Fur everywhere. No need.
Well, that makes
You're living
sense.
in a
Like,
forest now.
there are
There'll be
plenty of us
kahuna.
out here.
You don't want to get messy with that one.
Well, I'm one of those ones that don't really need to do commissions and that. Well, to commission people, cause I can actually do all my stuff myself. Cause, well, yeah, I do small commission. Yeah, I can do my own stuff, cause, well, I'm half decent with pixel art.
I suppose we'll be going then.
Until our next wheelings and dealings.
Like,
So, the Doshakama
all
must be traveling
little
fast.
game projects and that sort of thing.
In numbers,
Like to check out
monsters
mine?
become emboldened, and
Uh,
with a strong
nah, I'm
wolf
good.
leader, we better follow up. Yeah,
Oh,
let's head back to camp.
I wouldn't say people's chats are the best way to sort of advertise yourself, because they might A, get annoyed with it, and B, some of them might just mistake you for a bot and ban you on the spot. Like, yeah. Nah, I'm good. Don't need commissions or anything, cause I'm good at, oh, I'm half decent at pixel art, and I'm quite happy with how everything turned out. But that's actually, another reason why I took a break, so I can focus on all my new overlays and that sort of thing. And my new updated version of my PNG tuber model you see for you.
I don't suppose it would
Such.
hurt to see what people need while we continue our Doshakama investigation.
But, like, you don't just have to do commissions for streamers to make money off of being a digital artist. There are plenty of places you can post your art on to make some money.
Hey, Hunter, got a minute?
Hey, come here.
Like, what's some of the ones I know? I know of two. Redbubble, where you can put your upload designs on it, and you can have them put on like t-shirts and mugs and that sort of thing. Which And also got itch.io for like assets for game development. Like maybe you make a tile set so that people can put a level together with it. Itch.io is really good for that. Or if you're a game developer yourself and want a platform to put your game dev projects on, you can also do it on itch.io. Like, there's a plethora of places you can put it on. I'm gonna make that the last hunt for today, if that's alright. The next sort of bit is I would like to do in one big chunk. So are going to just hang out and just chill for a bit. That's alright. And yap about more stuff. But yeah. Anywho, where was I? Oh yeah, itch.io. You can put game assets on there, you can put well, full-blown games on there as well if you wish. And stuff of that nature. Really. So if you're a digital artist or pixel artist, that's not a bad shout. And such. And you can either have them as free assets or sell them through there. And you never know, you might end up having your stuff put into a game. Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting back to doing that side of it, because well, actually trying to put something like a tile set pack of that on there or something, because one, I can say in my portfolio, hey, I made this game asset pack that I put on itch.io to sell on that sort of thing. Like, for an artist, there are different places that you can get some revenue off of. It doesn't just have to be commissions. Yes, commissions might make up a big portion of it, but if you're able to get designs that catch people's eye on Redbubble, or asset packs that capture game devs' imagination, or if they just want it to prototype stuff, whilst they have their own developers, own artists, the art, might find it useful there. I don't know. It tends to, like a lot of things, there's more than one way to go about something. Like, hell, even with streaming, there are different ways you can go about it. You can be facecam streamer. Very bad. During like my very first month of streaming, but then migrated to BNG Tube, Then you got VTubers, and there's like multiple different kinds. You got us PNG slash GIF tubers who use reactive images to portray ourselves. Mostly because we're probably worried that. Mostly because we either don't want to bugger about with other more fancier options, or we're worried that our laptop will implode on themselves if we try to use that for Live 2D or 3D for stream. A very real worry. You got Live 2D, which is pretty much your industry standard. Like, if anything were to be the industry standard when it came to VTubing, it would be Live 2D, because Live 2D models are what the corpo VTubers use. Polo, Niji, Jojo, FPS, Idol, etc, etc. For the most part, they use Live 2D. Or some form of it. They probably have like in-house like apps and shit to use with it. And you also got 3D stuff with stuff like what's that called? Reality? And other ones like Vroid. I know a couple people couple of VTubers who use 3D for their models. Hell, I can think of two off the top of my head. And you got, like I said, us PNG slash GIF tubers use reactive images, and a couple of different ways to it. Some people use Discord's reactive image Fugi thingies. I myself use actually a little program that comes off of itch.io. Putting it through that loop again. Called VideoTube Mini. You also got like PNG Tuber Plus. What's that other one that my laptop doesn't like? Try to open it. Autocom, that's it. Autocom's an interesting one because it tries to use face tracking to control the sort of toggles or expressions of your PNG tuber model, which is interesting. Again, I wish my laptop didn't have a hissy fit if I tried to open it, but hey ho. That's just the nature of programs sometimes. Yeah. VideoTube Mini's a good... I'd say VideoTube Mini or PNG Tuber Plus is a good one to get started with PNG tubing. Especially VideoTube, because one, you have toggles on that you can set the key bindings for. But well, there's also blinking, like, which is very useful, open and shut poses, etc, etc. And it is very much a useful thing. But yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I started to randomly whiplash to a different subject, But yeah, I think actually doing it half hour earlier than I used to was the smart choice. As I generally feel like I can well I technically go for longer because I have that extra half hour before my body decides it wants to go into sleep mode. Or it's the evening, chill out for a couple of hours before it's finally deciding to go to sleep mode. Yeah, my body works weird. I don't think it's even a ADHD or autism thing. I think that's just a weird, my body being weird thing. But now that I've literally mentioned it, my body has now caught up with me. My brain has remembered that that's a function that it does. So, yeah. It's been 45, like nearly 3 hours. I think I'm gonna leave things there for today. We got a fair bit done in Monster Hunter today. We started it and got up to and finished the Kongalala. What's my next one? Yeah, I believe the next one's actually the Valhalla. Yeah, Valhalla. The sand leviathan things you saw in the opening. Which, yeah, is a good water option early on, for early monster one. But again, you're better off using status, and at least until status or raw weapons until high rank. And even then, they can comfortably carry you to the latter part of high rank, or through high rank entirely, so you can start getting your hands on the elemental weapons properly. Well, on other monsters, like one monster I definitely want to go after when we get to that point is the monster that was added in Title Update 1. Because it has one of my favourite Sword and Shield designs in the franchise. And they gave that fight a hell of a glow up from even Rise's version. Schedule. Oh yeah, give now. Yeah, forget I made was schedules like GIFs and videos. An animated element to it. But yeah. We did Monster Hunter today, and tomorrow is going to be more Monster Hunter, and Friday some more Monster Hunter. And Saturday we're gonna continue on from where we left off before the break with Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Yeah, the overabundance of Monster Hunter is though I have told the algorithm likes me somewhat. That's one thing I did do over break, and that is do a bit of research or ask questions. The answers other VTubers have given me have been very helpful, and Monster Hunter, ironically, is to actually act on some of that advice. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I'm probably one of the only people you're going to come across that their response to certain bits of advice people are giving him is to just stream more Monster Hunter. I ain't complaining, I fucking love Monster Hunter. It's probably one of my favorite franchises ever. And you're talking to a guy who really likes this Sonic game. And don't worry, we will be going back to Sonic and the Secret Rings at some point. Likely next week. So in terms of like some platformers I'm at that I want to do playthroughs of or redo playthroughs of, some of them might be Twitch only. Because YouTube has a bit of a habit of recommending my streams to literal fetuses. This is not the sort of place for them. At all. I literally have a rule against it. But, that's in all there. But yeah. Yeah, I should probably yeah, my brain won't thing. I'm gonna call it for today. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for actually popping in the stream today for those who did. And thank you to whoever watches this VOD. Y'all are very much appreciated, and you help my place in this weird little algorithm as much as possible, and my DualSense needs a soldering charge. Right. Yeah, go for popping into stream or watching my VOD. Very much appreciate you all being here, and thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you tomorrow for some more Monster Hunter. See you there? Yeah, this is what the end screen looks like, where you got stars and shit. Yeah. Have a great day, everybody. And I hope you do well with whatever you're doing today. Good night, and see you tomorrow for some more Monster Hunter.